Antiques once again, and looks like everybody's come in without umbrellas or anything this morning, didn't they?
No, raincoat.
Well, I had to
I had a
put
hoodie.
something over my head because sugar melts.
Well, believe it or not, I got here a little early, and it wasn't raining.
Really?
But it was raining when I got in the
You
truck.
must have got here real
I was
early.
gonna
It's
say.
coming down hard a while ago.
It's better than yesterday morning. I had to scrape ice off my windshield yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, all the way around.
Dang,
It's 36 degrees, and my window was covered up with ice.
you must have got out early.
I did, man. I'm going to go get her.
I'll wait till the sun comes up. Get a little warmer.
All right, folks. Now listen. I don't know if this is sad news or happy news for you three, but this is the last time I can be on the air since I'm running for county mayor until August the 4th.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So anyway, Brian has assured me that he'll make sure y'all do right.
Yeah. Somebody
We got a call?
in line.
We have a call already.
Or we're liable to talk about anything.
Chime in, talk antiques with us. Call 728-1320.
I made that statement
Good
about
morning.
being
You're on
sugar.
Let's Talk Antiques.
Yeah.
Ray, there's your headphones.
Hello.
Hello.
I was wondering what an old 33 record might be worth for Lauren Green.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand what
I
you
didn't know.
what you had.
Lauren Green, I got a 33 record of it, and I'm wondering what it might be worth.
Okay, the record and that what was the band again? I'm sorry.
Lauren Green,
Warren,
33, a big.
Uh,
What it might be worth.
All right, Ronnie's got that one.
I didn't get your last name.
Warren was the name? Is that
Lauren Green.
Warren Green?
Green.
Warren Green. His phone's cutting out, isn't it?
Yeah, you're
I
cutting
don't
out.
even know the musician.
I'm not familiar with.
That's
I'm not showing anything up either. Is he? Oh, Ronnie's got
I
something.
have a Christopher Warren Green.
Can you tell me the name of the album?
This is a newer
Oh,
one.
Chris just got his picture on it. Lauren Green's album of it.
The only one we see is like $5,
Yeah.
but it's a CD. It's not a
hip-hop
record.
Yeah.
Oh, big record.
Tell him we'll have to.
All right, sorry. We'll have to check on that one for you. All right.
I'm not familiar with the artist.
Okay. No, neither. No.
Well, Ray, if you're not familiar,
Yeah, I'm not a hip hopper, so.
but I mean,
Oh,
though,
that
Well,
was-
I don't
both.
think he's talking about hip hop anyway.
No, I thought you said this guy was a hip
That's what
hopper.
I saw.
The first or the second one was.
I'm on
So-
you got another
Got
call?
another call.
All right, get y'all's headphones on.
Rapid pace to start off this show. Call 728-1320 to talk antiques. Good morning.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
All right.
Well, being that David's going to be exiting for a little while, Brother David is, I've got a question. I've got a thing that I purchased here recently. It's a the guy told me it was 1952. It's a Crossman. It's we call it like you do target practice with, or, it's one of the competition like gun. And I think he said it was 1952 or between that 52 and 54. But it's a pump air rifle. And I was just curious about what they might be worth. 'Cause it shoots.
Put air rifle instead of competition.
Can you spell Crossman for me?
If I could, I'd have to
Okay.
choose.
Yeah.
I don't have anything coming up. I know it's a.
I remember Crossman's.
Yeah.
air
Is it
rifle.
just
Did you find something, Ronnie?
CROSSMAN?
Yeah, I got him.
Okay. All right. Ronnie's
52.
got.
They made him from 52 to 2017. I haven't got a price.
You got the first year then.
Yeah, he's got the first year. That ought to be worth something.
Sure.
It's a real. It's made in New York, somewhere in New York. 'Cause it's on the tag on the side of it.
Okay, let's go back.
It's solid wood. I mean, it's heavy. It feels like a real gun.
Yeah, I was gonna say these look like 22s. Just yeah.
Yeah, it is a 22 Magnum.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 580 on there, Philip.
Yeah, I've got.
Crossman air rifles, all you got to put in.
Yeah.
Do that.
I was trying to get the original.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you do the highest,
Let's see.
do the
I know the model number on it's a 120.
Okay,
It's a
that
model
one.
number.
120.
120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on it.
I don't show.
You,
They're not showing up on my.
okay, I got it.
Did you find the 52?
David's got some $151, 160.
Yeah, but the 162 is the 177. I'm trying to find his 120.
That's what I'm looking for. is the
Yeah,
I know it's worth a pretty good little bit of money then, isn't it?
it could be.
Yeah,
that,
I think it's-
it looks.
Well, I know Brother David figured it out.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like over 300.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're guessing like over 300. You might want to dig into like some Crossman groups online.
Go to the website.
And
Yeah, I didn't really think, I mean, I've had an air rifle for years, and all that.
Is it a 120?
Yeah, it's model number 120.
Okay, here's one that's now this one here. This one here is kind of rough. 1952. It says good working condition. It brought $140, but it's not like a real slick one.
Well, mine,
So a rougher one brought 140.
So it's worth at least that. It ain't too bad then.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, guys, and y'all
All
have a
right.
good day. And y'all try to keep David being this. He's going to be off the air for a while. Try to keep him straight today.
all right.
We'll do
Yeah.
it.
You know how politicians are.
Hey, he's going to get on one way or another.
Y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
You too, man. Thanks for the call.
Those to me look like they all look like a 22
They look
rifle
like
to
a
me.
22.
Yeah,
They
they
did. They would. Okay.
All right.
I'm waiting on the next call.
That was a good rabbit trail there. I like that.
Did you find that bumper music?
We don't have it in our library. I'll have to check another source. See,
All right,
see
so-
if we can play it from there.
So one of the things we want to talk about, Rolling Stone turned what today?
50.
50 years old.
Was that today?
Well, I don't know. I said it was.
It's close.
And y'all not looking at the band I see then.
Yeah.
Them boys
Oh,
over
not
now.
the Rolling Stone magazine.
The magazine.
I knew what you're talking about.
Okay, so
Now, Ray's referring
So-
to his.
I bet our listeners could tell us this. What was the first front page shot of the Rolling Stone? Who was on it? Does anybody have out there in TV? I mean, well, TV and radio land, right?
Well, the TV land people are a
I
little
can see
slow.
that.
Yeah, it'd be this evening before they. But anybody in radio land, do they know who the first? Remember that song about being one on the front page of the Rolling Stones? Who was the first person?
Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone. Wanna see my picture on the cover? Stone. Wanna buy copies for my mother? Stone. Wanna see my smiling face?
Loving Spoonful or something like that.
Rolling Stone.
John Lennon.
John Lennon was the
Let me
first
flip over to the other page. Yeah, John.
Nobody's going to step up.
Yeah, John Lennon.
John Lennon.
Yeah,
The first issue came out in November the 9th of 67.
yeah.
Okay.
In 67, right?
67.
Yeah, okay.
And they cost a quarter,
How about that?
Really?
which is equivalent to $1.83
How about that?
in
Yep.
2016.
And it was also like a newspaper grade.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the glossy magazine you think of
No,
today.
no, it ain't like what you see today.
No.
Well, they didn't have a lot of money when they started it. So newspaper grade is what they needed, right?
Now,
Exactly.
who knows where the title of the magazine came from? I'm loud enough. I can hear myself rolling through headphones.
Let's see. I don't know. I assume it came from the song.
Well, Winter explained that the title of the magazine referred to the 50s blues song Rolling Stone,
Yeah.
recorded by Muddy Waters.
How about that?
And the rock and roll band, the Rolling Stones, and Bob Dylan's hit single Like a Rolling Stone.
Hey, kind of read us a little bit of history about it, Philip, and then Ronnie can fill in the blanks.
Okay. So for 5 decades now, Rolling Stone magazine has provided readers with music journalism, movie reviews, progressive political commentary, as well as interviews with some of the hottest celebrities on the planet. The first issue, published in San Francisco as the Summer of Love drew to a close, is dated November 9th and features a cover photo of John Lennon posing in his World War II serviceman outfit for the Richard Lester film How I Won the War. Winter obtained the image from a pile of publicity stills. In a recent interview, he said that it was the best thing we had, and it ended up being a defining moment and kind of setting the direction of the magazine.
Yeah, the deadline was running real close, and they didn't even have the front picture, did they? Go ahead.
So they just had a bunch of promo pictures, and they
Yeah.
picked that one out.
Yeah.
The first issue of Rolling Stone featured topics such as a Grateful Dead drug bust, the forthcoming Jefferson Airplane album, money missing from the Monterey Pop Festival, and a review that compared Jimi Hendrix's Are You Experienced album with Cream's debut album Fresh Cream. There was also an interview with singer-songwriter Donovan, and the issue is worth as much as $800 to $1,000 in excellent condition. However, buyers should be aware there is a 1986 reprint, but that one's printed on glossy stock as opposed to the low-grade newspaper of the original. And Rolling Stone, it says, is not just about music, it's also about the things and attitudes that the music embraces. We've been working quite hard on it, and we hope you can dig it, was what they put on the first magazine.
Yeah. Can you dig it?
So,
And they talking about digging the hole and burying it. Well,
yeah, so I'm surprised that that it only brings $800 to $1,000, really, because it being a newsprint, that makes it not last as well.
Well, it's probably an average price too. I bet you could get more.
Well, no, they said good, excellent condition once brought $800 to $1,000.
I
So
would think they'd bring more.
I would too. Maybe the 50th anniversary will drive that up, and some people have been hanging on to one.
If they put something on TV about it, it would run it up.
Maybe, should we check eBay
Yeah,
and
let's
see if we
let's
got?
just see what our buddy there, Mr. eBay, so what he's come up
But he
with.
says it's worth.
Let's see. Get my search criteria in the right direction. And here's, these are bound volumes from 1967 to 1968.
1 through 15.
Bound together went for $800. Here's issue 95 and 96 went for $500. Bound volume number 2, issue 16 through 30, got somewhere between $500 and $300. They don't have the oldest issue they have is that 95 and 96 that seem to be packaged together, and those are
Yeah, but look at what.
$500.
Seems to me like an issue with the Rolling Stones on the cover of the Rolling Stone would be worth more.
Well, so what did they say? Yeah, look
There
at
we
that. Of course, that is in bad shape.
Yeah, authentic 1967 first issue, not a reprint or reproduction. 25 bids on it, went for
I think
$185.
that was still cheap.
So the first one doesn't bring as much as issue 95, which seems to be a one that's valuable. And it has Hunter S. Thompson in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, his new book at the time, interview. The third most valuable single issue, and actually these are 2 issues. They apparently put them out in pairs of like they would, covers would go along with each other. This was issue number 74 and 75. Featuring John and Yoko Ono, and that went for $180. Next to be issue 108 from 1972 with 28 bids on that for $177.50, and that was David Cassidy on the cover. I didn't know he was big in 72. I thought it was a little later than that.
Family was on.
Okay, I thought they were a little later than that. I was born in 70, so by the time I was watching them, it was after that. Here's issue number 5 from February 10th, 1968, and that brought $175. Here is 40 issues from between 1969 and 1973. 27 bids on that brought $173.50. Here's a Rolling Stone number 12 from 1968. We had Bob Dylan, the Rolling Stones, and the Beatles with Dylan on the cover.
Oh man, that'd be a good one.
The buy it now on that was $156.79. Here is an autographed a Rolling Stone collector's edition with Tom Petty on the cover. So it's autographed by Tom Petty, and he signed the guitar body, which is kind of cool.
Real cool.
Yeah.
Looks like he signed a guitar.
Yeah,
don't
looks
it?
like he signed the guitar.
Well, he did.
2 bids on that, $152. And since Tom Petty just died, somebody probably put that online to make some money since Tom died. Here's an autographed Chuck Berry 1960 on the cover, 1969 issue.
I really like Chuck
That's
Berry.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That brought $150. And here's issue number 2 from 1967. It's got Tina Turner on the cover. Articles with Bob Dylan, Donovan, and Jefferson Airplane, and that brought $150. So it seems like the old ones bring about $150, kind of around there.
Give us one or two more there, Philip.
Oh, okay. All right, here we got a issue number 5 with Jim Morrison on it. That says it's in mint condition. They wanted $225, but they took about $140. And another Jim Morrison. Oh, this is August 5th, 1971, and it's the issue right where Jim Morrison died. So that brought $140. And one more is October 15th, 1970. This is Jimi Hendrix.
Looks like that would have brought a little more than
death
You know what, though?
issue.
So if you got a bunch of
130.
Rolling Stone magazines laying around, you
If
might
you
ought
got
to keep them.
If you got the old ones, definitely.
Yeah.
So. I bet when you were paying 25 cents a piece, you weren't thinking you could sell them
There's even
for
a Charlotte
$130.
Manson.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I like to like
All right.
magazines.
Same way you throw them baseball cards away.
Yeah.
Same thing. All right.
All right, sit tight. Let's Talk Antiques rolls on.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in, get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking.
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
We would like to thank Dr. David Florence for supporting Let's Talk Antiques. See Dr. Florence at 804 Kalon Street in Manchester for all of your medical needs. Call 728-5522 for your appointment today. Most insurances accepted.
Hey everybody, we're back with Talking Antiques, and the number here is 728-1320.
All right, that's my buddy Max there. Well, I took him down to Nashville the other night, and we walked, and his wife and John Bell, they just walked like they was 16 years old. Me and old Max back there panting. I was going to have to throw us a rope.
They didn't have to carry you or nothing, did
It
they?
was close.
Were y'all bar hopping on 2nd Avenue?
No, we was down at the Hall of Fame. The Earls of Leicester was doing a new album live, and
Oh, that's great.
yeah, I was enjoying it.
I've been meaning to get to the Hall of Fame over there, and I've never done it yet.
It's super nice. They
Everybody
have
I
to do it
know
all
who's
the
been
time.
tells me it's great and that I should do it. It just seems like whenever I can't afford it when I'm there, or I don't have time when I'm there. It's never timed out. All right. Well, our next subject we've got for today is a French doll that set a world auction record at $333 or $333,500. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Little bit different.
A little different. So in Annapolis, Maryland, a very rare 19th century French doll set a new world auction record for $333,500 after bidding from 6 top collectors and museums at the renowned doll auction house at Thurles. It's a 30-inch tall bisque pupae doll designed by French names Antoine Edward Rockard in about 1868. It was adorned with a Stanhope jeweled necklace.
That's the coolest part, though. What's the coolest part about that necklace is what you're fixing to say.
Okay. A jeweled necklace embedded with a tiny micro photo of Paris in the 1880s. So inside the jewels is the tiny micro photo of Paris.
How would you see it?
In the 1860s. Now that is just bizarre. The winning bidder was the Newberry Art Museum at Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. They said it's one of the most contested pieces at the range they've had in years. Dolls have been for many years underpriced in relation to other collectible categories. As people are becoming more educated in the awareness of their importance, not only aesthetically beautiful, but in incorporating fashion, history, and sculpture into an object that is at the heart and emotionally connected as many. They're becoming more respected with high-end collectors who understand that the term doll contains many facets, he added. The auction had over 600 lots and they totaled $2.2 million in sales and had more than 1,500 registered bidders spread out over the gambit. The Rockard doll not only symbolizes the golden age of French dolls, but also appeals to scholars of photography and French culture and history. Holbrook said the breastplate of the doll was decorated with an elaborately painted gold necklace, which featured 28 crystal jewels. Hidden inside 24 of the jewels were tiny, tiny micro-photographs depicting historic scenes of France, such as the Fontainebleau, the Louvre, Hotel de Ville on Paris, and more.
When it comes to French,
yeah, that comes from the Muppet movies.
Okay.
Setting the micro photographs and the jewel pieces are referred to as Stanhopes, optical devices that enables the viewing of micro photographs without using a microscope. The size equivalent to 1 square millimeter, or the size of the head of a pin. The process was invented in 1857. So this was a cutting-edge technology doll. That's pretty amazing.
I tell you, they make them look so real today. I was taking pictures of my granddaughter with one I bought her. That baby looked so real that somebody asked me if that was one of my grandchildren.
Yeah.
What'd you tell them?
I said, well,
Did you claim
it's got the brains of me.
It said it had human hair, interwoven with braids, and the body was gusset jointed, stitched, and separated fingers, and lovely antique silk costume. In 2014, the auction house had previously set the world auction record with a top bid of $300,000 for a 1916 French character doll by Albert Marquis. So they have $333,000 is a pretty top price for a doll, I would say.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, let's do though. But think about it. That doll actually had real hair, and I mean, it's
yeah.
It's not.
But I'd say the micro photographs and the condition were probably.
How could that be? Oh, you found a $48,000 doll?
I found somebody wanted a $48,000 for a doll. This is on eBay here. A Brew BB Musique, Leon Cashmere Brew porcelain and wood doll. It's got jointed legs, and it was from Spain. They were asking $48,000 and took a best offer. Let's see if they have early at the 19th century. They said they thought they should get $42,000 for it. But anyway, And
Yeah, but-
I got something on 75.
there you go. Next on the list, I've got a 35-inch enormous elusive French BB Mothereau stunning pale face with the original wig and brown-eyed doll. That also came from Spain, and they got $18,000 for that one. There was a 9.5-inch French Bisque Bruget BB antique doll with the original shoes. They were asking $50,000, and they took, well, it's a pretty big range. They took somewhere between $18,000 and $7,500 for that. Here's another 1860 doll, antique French fashion Chantilly face, dressed by Eugene Bourret, 16-inch doll. $7,500 for that one.
Good heavens.
A 35-inch, another one of those large ones. This one looks like it's in a lot better condition, but it'll.
Little dolls.
Yeah, they're wearing French outfits from the 1800s. This one was a buy it now of $6,400. Well, with $160 shipping. That came from Spain too. Here's an 18-inch BB Gaultier glowing blue spiral eyes, they say. Jumet portrait face. And they were asking $6,500 and got somewhere between that and $5,000. There's actually several of those. So if you have an old French doll,
You better hang on to it before it all
you
sells.
can hang on to it, or you can get some really good money for it if you can prove where all these top dollar ones have come
You
from
can prove the lineage.
Switzerland, France, and Spain. It seems like. So they've probably been in the family for a while.
There's 1895.
Here's one that's a French musical automaton
Oh, wow.
by Gustave Vici. Yeah, they were asking $6,500, and they got more than $5,000. Let's see if we. Well, let's go ahead and see what
How it does.
a moving doll. Oh, they took it down, the video down after it sold. But it's 21 inches. What does it do? No, you're supposed to spring. Oh, it's a spring-driven clockwork movement. But it doesn't. He raises his right hand, holding the mask to eye level. Raises the left hand to play the tambourine and moves his legs. That's
quite a bit.
That's quite a bit of movement for an 1890.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder what that would cost, because all that's handmade and stuff back in the day. That would have been.
What they got there would have been a good buy.
Yeah.
They got over 5,000 for
Yeah, absolutely. There's several other RRBB Paris from Paris, France. Jumeau antique doll. Next one it was from 1895. It's a girl with the long braided hair and a pretty blue outfit. 1895. There were 61 bids on that, and it closed for $5,000. So that's some.
There's a lot of high dollar.
There are a lot of high dollar dolls, and what I searched for to bring these up was French doll. So.
Well, now
You got 'em.
you've got to be fair about this.
Yeah.
So give us one more time, and then when we get back, we're going to Barbie. See what she's bringing.
Barbie's not worth anything.
Well, wait a minute.
Let's see.
Here is this is an extremely rare Jules Steiner French bisque. It's a black doll, which was much more rare, and they got somewhere between $4,500 and $4,000 for that one. So, and that one came from Spain also. So, all right.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking.
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
We would like to thank Dr. David Florence for supporting Let's Talk Antiques. See Dr. Florence at 804 Kalon Street in Manchester for all of your medical needs. Call 728-5522 for your appointment today. Most insurances accepted.
All right, folks, we're going to switch over to these Barbie dolls now and see.
Well, yeah, give them the fair chance, right?
Yeah,
Ray?
we want to give Ronnie a chance to.
Yeah, let's see you come up with one higher than Philip's French doll.
Well, there's not any like $10,000 Barbies, but
I guarantee you it's easier to pronounce their names.
yeah, I guarantee that. But there's a 1958 #1 blonde ponytail Barbie, brought $8,500.
Whoa.
I want to buy it now. And there was a 59 #1 ponytail doll, brought somewhere 5,800, 7,000, 5,800, I'd say. Didn't bring 6,000. I started to say 6. Then we got another brunette ponytail Barbie, #1 with the boxing accessories, brought $5,700. And we have another one, #1 vintage ponytail brunette. Brought $5,000, 14 bids. $12 shipping, by the way.
I think a lot of people can relate to these Barbie dolls, though, compared to those French dolls.
More likely to have one in your closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Keep
we
going,
have
Ronnie.
Yeah.
another ponytail, #1. Brought somewhere in the $4,000 range, I'd say. Because they wanted $49.95 and took a best offer. And we have a vintage Barbie ponytail. This is a #2. No retouches, never played with. They wanted $6,500 and took a best offer. Then we have a 1966 brunette side part American Girl Barbie, 1070, mint in the box. They wanted $49.95 and they took a best offer. Have a vintage Barbie #2, 1959. They wanted $42.99, brought and took the best offer on that. So it looks like these 50s Barbies are the ones that bring the most money.
Well, and didn't they start like in '59?
I don't know.
I think that's when Barbie started. What about it, Brian? You know, don't you?
These #1s are 59.
You don't know, okay.
Well, these are saying, well, here's 58 #1.
A 58?
Yeah, it says 58 #1.
Huh.
And that may be wrong.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna Google that.
Because these others say 59 #1s.
Yeah, I think '59 is when they
I
started.
think so too.
So I'm gonna Google it just
Yeah,
to see.
just to see which one of
We'll
them.
make you work on the last day, David. I'm not going to look that one up for you.
They have another 59 #1.
Yeah, I'm thinking '59.
Blonde ponytail. 36.65 with 36 bids. And here's a Sea Star #1 ponytail Barbie, 59. Brought $3,500.
Okay, before you say another one.
Okay.
Mattel launched Barbie in March of 1959. See, Brian was right.
Yeah. What about that? So the first one up here,
Somebody
wrong.
just
didn't
got their numbers
didn't
wrong.
have their facts right.
Yeah.
Seems an odd time of year to launch a doll. It seems like you'd aim more toward Christmas or something, or maybe they were just when they had it ready at that time. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe they wanted to build it up a little before Christmas.
Yeah,
You know
we
how the
could-
Japanese are.
When did you get your 12-inch G.I. Joe? We could Google that and see when it was launched.
With the Kung Fu grip now.
G.I. Joe, I'd say that would have been a birthday present or or a Christmas present.
Yeah,
would be.
what month was that?
Well, either August or
Okay, I'm gonna see when
or
it was.
December. So you had to have the one that you could push the button on the back and have him break through the little plastic pieces of wood that came with it. You know.
Yeah. He had to be the bad one.
Or to just sit there and do it on your brother's head. That would that was really
Yeah,
the
kind of
main
like the
purpose
Rock'em
of it.
Sock'em robots. I like those.
Oh yeah,
I love them Rock'em Sock'em robots.
I went to Dave and Buster's at Opry Mills Mall a month or so ago,
Yeah.
and they have giant size, like they're
Oh, wow.
they're 6 foot tall, Rock'em Sock'em robots that you control underneath. Like
Now
the
that
old-
would be fun.
It was pretty crazy, yeah.
Yeah, how long did you play it?
Not long. My kids couldn't really get the handle of the controls really well, so
Yeah.
and it wasn't a cheap game either.
Yeah. I don't think I would have cared because
But it was pretty cool. We definitely, as soon as I saw it, we walked up to it and played it. That was
You
absolutely.
should took some pictures.
Yeah. Oh well, I was too busy punching.
Playing Rock'em Sock'em
Yeah,
robots.
there you go. Exactly.
Okay, we got a vintage 59 #1 Barbie ponytail, 36.65.
Hang on a minute, Ronnie.
All right.
G.I. Joe. The 12-inch was introduced in February the 2nd, 1964.
Okay. Well, that
So
was.
you wasn't even born.
That was before I was born.
You must
yeah.
got to use G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
Your mom and them told you it's
No,
new.
no, I'm sure the Kung Fu Grip. I think I remember
They
when
came
that
later.
that one came out.
Okay.
I think I
look,
was.
look in the 70s.
Yeah.
70s. See which one had the Kung Fu grip.
Said the conventional market wisdom of the early 60s was the boys would not play with dolls. Thus, the word doll was never used by Hasbro.
Absolutely.
But everybody else used it.
Action figure.
And then they went to the 3.5-inch or so action figures.
Action figures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Star Wars were action.
Well, they knew right off the bat to use action figures, not
Yeah.
12-inch dolls.
No, because we wouldn't have bought any dolls.
All right, so you got any more dolls?
If you bought dolls, you'd got beat up.
There you
Where I live. Okay, beautiful 1958 vintage brunette bubble cut Barbie doll. 34 bits brought right at $3,000.
So those Barbie dolls will bring a lot of money.
They bring the money, yeah. To
Wasn't the
split
first?
50s.
Wasn't the first Barbie doll? Wasn't she featured in some type like a tiger or leopard skin? I mean, a tiger stripe
Well,
swimsuit.
I see her
I
in
think
that.
that's what it was.
That's the Sea Star number
Yeah.
1 vintage 1959.
Okay.
And then you have the blonde ponytail and the brunette ponytail. They had several versions there. And
And it's surprising how many people have them and they're in such good
see,
shape
this
too.
is right here's from 1966, and it
Yeah,
brought
that's the
somewhere
Japanese
in the
one, though.
$4,000 range.
Okay, so in '74 is when that martial arts stuff come out.
Oh, okay.
So you're right on that.
Is that when Bruce Lee was big?
That was probably a good Bruce Lee time. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder when he made Enter the Dragon. I'll have to look that up. I got a vintage number 2 Barbie, blonde with Richard Block, standing book for $2,800. That was on a buy it now. 59 blonde for $2,575. 55 bids. It was after that one. So if you got some old Barbies, you got something.
Well, okay, so real quick, Philip.
Yep.
Look up G.I. Joe, 12-inch G.I. Joe, and see what they're bringing.
Okay.
Because here's one here called the Eagle Eye. You remember it, Philip? It actually, the mechanism actually moved. The eyes actually moved.
No, I don't remember that one.
It had a little lever in the back.
And Enter the Dragon, by the way, 1973.
73, okay.
So, we got a...
Well, look at that. So we have the girl time, so we ought to have a little boy time here, too.
Okay. We got a 1964 G.I. Joe Josetta Salesman sample kit.
And it's just a...
brass E-tool cloth cartridge belt. So this is just accessories.
Yeah. Look how much it brought.
$5,750.
That's a salesman sample.
Yeah. And here's a G.I. Joe with, oh no, this is 110 figures lot. That's $5,000.
What about that nurse right there?
Adventure, that was just part of the
Right.
lot. It's a lot of 110.
No, down here.
Oh, yeah, that's what the nurse is worth a lot of money. And then 1967.
Back to the girls, Philip.
She went for $3,250.
GI Nurse Action Girl.
So you'd have to have something to get for your
Yeah.
sister so that you could play
Look
together.
at there, though. Look at that one.
Well, there's the Vintage Adventure Team Trapped in the Coils of Doom complete set with the box.
Huh.
9 bids, $3,550. So it's got a car and several things with it. And there's several things are still wrapped in plastic. So
keep scrolling
It's
down.
got the box, too.
here's the 1983 Cobra Commander, but this is the 4-inch figures.
That's the action
card.
figure.
Yeah, 26 on card. Yeah, 26 bids at $3,500.
It's got a good bubble.
I mean, golly.
Here's a G.I. Joe Air Academy Action Pilot. It's in the box, a 1967 sealed, unopened, $34 bids, $2,850.
Hey, add AFA to that and see if you don't get some higher prices.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Just put AFA on the end of it.
I bet it's going to mostly be action figures, Ronnie.
Yeah, Well, they'll have the dolls, too.
Yeah.
No, it's actually bumped it down.
I mean,
Well, take that off.
yeah. You'd think the bracket
where'd I
stuff
go?
would bring more.
Here's a 1966 a G.I. Joe Mountie. So you have to have your Canadians.
All right, we got 1 minute. Find one more good one.
It was mint in box, brand new. Buy it now, $2,450. So, all right.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking.
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
We would like to thank Dr. David Florence for supporting Let's Talk Antiques. See Dr. Florence at 804 Kalon Street in Manchester for all of your medical needs. Call 728-5522 for your appointment today. Most insurances accepted.
All right, folks, we're back with Let's Talk Antiques.
We're rolling right along here, ain't we? Just
Getting the job
think,
done.
guys, in about 15 minutes, I won't get to see y'all for 7 or 8 months.
Oh, we'll see you.
I hope I can recognize y'all next time when I come back.
Yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you around.
Okay, so am I looking for?
Yeah, so there's a car that I read an article on, and it's just a Japanese tin car, and it's not that long. What is it? 16 inches long or something?
Here's. I don't know if that's the one or.
That's
if
it.
it's This, is this
The one that
or
says
that
Adam. Right there
Oh,
it
this
is.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
if it says Adam.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
So this is a tin type toy.
Yeah, there's an atomic racer
Let
too.
me pull this
Yeah.
up as the actual listing so we can read.
I used to have an atomic racer.
Okay.
So,
Still loading.
well,
Anyway, it's a 1958 Yanizawa Atom Jet Racer race car, large tin friction space toy.
yes.
So,
I mean, I think it's only about 16 inches long. Tell them how much that little car brought.
well, it's just $3,000.
I mean, golly.
Let's see. Let's see if we can get to the description. Very rare, Japanese-made Yanazawa 58 Atom jet race car. Toy measures 27 inches long.
27, okay. That's a big car.
Friction mechanism is working. The toy has had a few things professionally replaced, including the rear tail fin, front and rear plastic red cones, and polishing to the paint. The paint has a few blemishes and some other places of wear. A very rare car that does not show up often. So it's even been repaired, which
That's a
seems like
good-looking car.
that would hurt the value to me, for it to bring that much money. Yeah, it's beautiful condition. So it's 20. How many inches they say it was?
27.
27 inches
That's a
long.
big car.
That is a pretty big tin.
But look
toy.
how much it brings.
Yeah. And there were a couple other ones on here. There's another one that brought $1,800 after 12 bids.
Now this-
actually, there were only two. Never mind. Sorry.
This was an article that, you might could scroll down and see. There's another.
Oh, there's another one. 1,300.
This was an article that we read in Antique Weekly.
Here's the one that's a 15-inch version that got $800. Yeah, so the 15-inch version.
So-
$800.
So I put in Japan 10 race cars, and there's what, if you want to.
Okay. So we got that's
That's number 30. It's a
yeah,
different one.
that's the 15-inch version, I believe. Or yeah, they were asking $2,000 and they got over $1,300 on it. Here's another that's a original vintage Lotus F1 racing battery operated Yokozawa race car. 7 bids on it, went for $1,300. Here's a
Look at that, and they don't even have the wheels.
race car number 21, tin type friction car, 1950s. Yeah, it's missing the front wheels, and they were asking $3,000. Well, actually, they got between $500 and $1,300, so that's a big range. But still, for a broken toy, $500 would be pretty good.
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
price
It
for
really
me. You got a Japanese tin friction break apart Indy Champ toy. No, this is one of those smash apart kind of thing.
So you can actually crash it.
Yeah, 38 bids on that, $450. Another one of those went for $425. There's a 1956 Winter 10. It's an MG racer, Japanese old store stock, and comes with the box and everything. Great condition. They were asking $750, and they got somewhere between $350 and $400 on that one. Here's a antique Japan toy litho race car. This looks like the other one, the one that had the broken front off of it, but it had 6 bids at $350 for that one. Here's an Eagle 57 Japanese friction race car, 10.75 inch. 13 bids on that one, went for $320. 1962 Buick stock car race car, 11.5 inches by Craigslist Craigston of Japan. 3 bids on that went for $310. You know, I wonder how many of these metal toys have been recycled over at the recycling place over here in town, where people going, well, at least it's metal. I can get something for it, and getting like 10 cents out of the weight of these cars.
I have a $300 car.
Yeah. Baby race car, 10 friction toy, original box. This is a Bandy car. That went 25 bids on that for $262. Man, that's a lot of money for a
those cars. I mean, planes and trains and automobiles. All three always bring a lot of money.
It's a vintage Mashudea MT Japanese tin litho battery operated champion car, number 301. It's pretty good shape. $238.50 after 16 bids on that one. Here's a Japanese tin battery operated 1954 Sankrosu. It's a Benz racer, so it's like a Mercedes-Benz race car. With the box, all original, A+ condition, and it works. 1 bid on that went for $215. 1950s or 60s, made in Japan, 10 friction race car. It says it's number 27, 14 inches long. 32 bids on that one, went for $195. We got a vintage Japanese 10 type car, key wind, Indy 500 race car style, friction toy. $200 with 12 bids. Here's a vintage race car, pre-war Japan. 19 bids on that for $175.50, and it's in pretty rough shape.
Yeah, it looks like a little 34 Ford or something, kind of the shape of it.
Yeah. Man.
Those fins, though, Philip, see this next car you're going to read about? See those fins? Those fins look good on those cars. It's got a big tail fin in the back.
Marusan 45 Atom car, race car, 10 type, 1950s Japan. 3 bids, $177.50. Everybody used to love the fins. Of course, you know, you don't really have much of an option for fins now. If somebody was to try it, it might be a big hit. You know?
Well, yeah, but if they tried it, it'd probably be a big liability if somebody fall up against it. All right, you got 2 minutes, so you better get with it.
Okay, we got a vintage V8 Roadster race car, hot rod, with driver, battery operated 12-inch toy. That went for 16 bids at $152.50. Here's another one that's the vintage road racer style.
That's a Marks.
Oh, yeah. It's a wind-up race car. Is it? Yeah, I was going to say it's even got the key in it. I thought there was something missing off the back, but there was an orange sitting on the counter next to it. They were asking $169 and took a best offer, but it had to be right at $150.
I'll tell you what, some of those keys bring good money.
Yeah, I
gotta have them, man.
Yeah.
It sure would make it a whole lot easier to wind it up.
What about that tractor trailer load of racing cars?
Here's a 1960s Speedway racing team car hauler with 3 racing cars made out of tin. It's a Japanese version. $150 was to buy it now. We got a rare vintage ASAHI Japanese tin type toy. This is a Ferrari Berlinetta 250 Le Mans race car. They were asking $180 and got $150 for it.
And last one.
A pair of vintage tin type litho race cars from Japan, number 4 style. 10 bids on those, went for $150. So.
All right.
There you go.
With that, we'll bid David adieu.
Yeah.
Yeah, goodbye, Mayor.
We'll miss David, but we'll be back next week for Let's Talk.
Well,
Give me Mayor when he comes back.